Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. This is our final fall live episode. Next week we'll have the best of, but this is the last time we're going to be live here for the fall before we take a break. And because of that, we have our two area teams still in the playoffs on the football side. First up, we'll have the number 2 seed in Division 6, Region 23, the Northmor Golden Knights. And coming up next will be the 9th seeded Colonel Crawford Eagles. But first, those Golden Knights, the KMAC champs, undefeated 11-0. I'd like to introduce you to the passing coordinator, offensive coordinator per se, Nate Hall. Coach, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, Travis. Thanks for having us.
No problem. Senior wide receiver, Jax Wenger. How you feeling today?
Feeling great.
Feeling great? Good. And the quarterback, the KMAC champion, passing champion, AJ Bauer. AJ, how are you?
I'm good.
Very good. Let's start off with you, Coach Hall. This is your first time on the Coach's Corner. Welcome. Just introduce yourself. Did you play football in high school? Where did you play? Did you play college? And when did you get into coaching?
So I graduated from Northmor in 2017. I was the last class before Coach Armros got on the staff. I was blessed enough to have Coach Armros allow me to be a young, dumb assistant on the staff in 2017. We had a miraculous season that year, making the school's first ever playoff run.
Michi Johnson?
Yeah, it was. I was the quarterback's coach that year, so I got a lot of technique and fundamentals from that. Just run Michi run, so that was fun with that. Coach Armros gave me the opportunity to play college football and still be on the coaching staff, so I would work with the team during the summers. I played at Muskingum University for 2 years and then Otterbein University for 2 years. So I would go and do my practice throughout the week, come back on Friday nights, kind of get fit in on what the game plan is, and then we coach from there. And I'm thankful for Coach Armros to give me that opportunity to do that. I ended up leaving Northmor in 2020. I went down, took a GA job at Kaiser University in West Palm Beach, Florida. Came back to Ohio, coached at Big Walnut for a year. We had a really good run that year. Lost to Massillon, Washington in the regional semifinals for Division II. And then I was blessed enough to get a job teaching in the area. And then Coach Armros said that he's more than welcome to have me back, and we worked something out. So now where we can split the offense, calling it.
Yeah, and it's just this offensive delivery. We'll ask you about that here momentarily. But let's get to our other participants here tonight also. Jax Wenger, 7 games in the regular season, and you finished as the 2nd leading wide receiver behind Josiah Hirschberger at Loudonville. Just was it I don't think it was a good thing that you were out for those 3 weeks, but are you a little bit more healthier than you are usually at this point of the season because you had that break in between?
Yeah, definitely. Normal bumps and bruises, muscle pains you have at this time of the season. They're not hitting quite as much as me as they are for the other guys, so it was a nice little break. But I mean, it stunk being away from them, watching them still compete, especially against Centerburg, who we have the rematch against. Big game then that I missed, but it's good to be back for sure.
And how nice was it to have him back for that Danville game? Because you guys put up I kept saying these games, the Danville game, the East Knox game, were going to be like the games of the year because they were second place right behind you guys, and you guys just threw the ball down the field. How nice was it to have him back to complement other wide receivers like Bo Landon and like Cohen Becker and Goldbach as a tight end?
It was great to have Jax back because in the Centerburg game, we didn't have Jackson. They bracketed Bo, so they were double teaming him. And as soon as we got Jax back, you can't do that anymore with our 3 receivers. You gotta, if you want to, you can try to double team one, but you're gonna leave the other one-on-one, and they're gonna make plays in one-on-one matchups.
And Coach, you talked about 2017. That was the turnaround year for Northmor because since then you guys have been making playoff appearances pretty much every single year. But how has the offense kind of progressed from them? Because Michi was more of that running quarterback. Now you have AJ Bowers over 2,000 yards. He's the passing champion in the KMAC this year, top 10 passer in the area. Just how has that offense progressed, especially with you, over the last few years?
I think a lot of that has to do with what Coach Armros has allowed us to do. He's recognized who the athletes are and where we best fit as an offense. Currently, we've kind of morphed into this balanced attack. Both in the run game and the pass game. And the beautiful thing with the pass game is that it's not necessarily the scheme, it's the athletes that we have. We have 3 very, very good receivers, a fantastic tight end, running back, and then an Ohio quarterback. So they have really brought this offense to life in the pass game. And then up front, we have a exceptional line, a lot of returning starters from last year, and they've just done an exceptional job with continuing to develop and get better every single week.
Jax, I talked about this with the other group that we had for Northmor a few weeks ago, but it seemed like after the Garaway game, you guys had that chip on your shoulder. You wanted to get back to this position. You wanted to get the KMAC championship, all of that. But it also seemed like you guys wanted to put in the work, because some of you guys from the end of last year until summer football, when I saw you again, it seemed like you all got yoked. You got muscled up, you got bigger, things like that. Just what was that off-season process like for you guys, knowing that if you'd put in the work, you'd have a chance of doing something special?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best off seasons we've ever had at Northmor, and our coaches have said it. They've been here for a while. They know. Coach Hall got us great programs. We trust in what he does, and it started in December for the guys who were in winter sports, and then May for the guys that were in winter sport or spring sports. So we'd get in the morning, we would all lift before school, and it was just really good to have everyone there working hard.
And AJ, Coach talked about it. You have 3 really good wide receivers. You got a tight end that can block for you, that can go out with the pass, and then you have 2 running backs. Just how you had some great offenses the last 3 years as a quarterback and a backup quarterback. But just what makes this year so special with everybody?
We've all been playing together since we were in 6th grade, because we're all seniors at those positions you named. And we have a lot of chemistry, and it's just great to be out there with my friends and just throwing the ball.
All right, let's play our first game of the night. It's going to be called 10 Spin, as always. So all 3 of you guys are going to participate in this. We'll have a little random number generator, 1 to 10, popping up there. It'll start going. I'll tell you when to say stop. It'll stop, and I'll ask you the question according to that. So Coach Hall, you're first. Whenever you're ready, say stop. Stop. Stops on number 2. Well, we can't do that one because it's giving an impression of Coach. So I can't do an impression of yourself. So I'm going to go with number 1, Mr. Thompson, if you pull up number 1. What is one saying or slogan that you live by?
One that I live by?
Yeah.
Don't be soft.
Don't be soft. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, Mr. Wenger. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Number...
Yeah, I've never tried yet.
Whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Stop on number 3. Okay, so you were locked in a room for 3 days. The bed's already there. There's a chair there. You get your food. That's already included. But you get 3 days locked in there. You get 3 things to bring in, whatever 3 things you want to pass the time. What are they?
Probably got to bring a phone.
Yep.
A lot of things you can do with the phone. What else? Maybe a basketball.
Okay.
Basketball. Toss it up to myself.
Gotcha.
And probably bring like a piano or something. Learn a new skill.
Okay, like a guitar. So, hey,
Yeah.
that's one of the best answers. I always said my phone, my Xbox, my TV.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm lazy and fat as it is. Might as well keep with it, right? All right, AJ. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Stop on number 4. If you could change one moment in sports history, what moment would that be?
Probably the Indians not losing to the Cubs.
So that's. I asked somebody this earlier. If they said what moment would that be, that would be bottom of the 9th. Jason Kipnis hits a foul ball that everybody thought was a home run. That would probably be that moment in sports history. That stays fair. It's a walk-off. Indians win the World Series right there. That's what I figured would be the answer there. Or if like somebody would say Steph Curry got hurt before game whatever the 15 or the 17 series. Coach, your second time around. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Stop on number 10. So we are sponsored by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. So build me your favorite Pizza Hut pizza. What toppings you like on it?
Oh, I'm basic. Just pepperoni.
Just
now,
pepper.
a little bit of stuffed crust is pretty good now.
Stuffed crust. You got to have the stuffed crust, right?
Yeah.
You like the regular, that cheese that they have in there, or is there a special cheese that you would...
I usually just go with the regular cheese if I'm going to eat pizza.
Okay.
Just keep it basic.
There we go. There we go. Simple yet effective. All right, Jax, whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Stop on number 3. We'll go number 2. Give me your best impression of Coach Hall. You can do a fired up Hall, you can do an inspirational Hall, whatever you want to do. And you get the judging on it.
All right, I go in the past game. Probably happened today when we mess up. Hey, get back to the line. What are we doing?
It's pretty accurate.
I actually say that too. I was at practice yesterday, and that happened a couple times. But that's good. That's good. You got the twang and everything in there. Florida, so well done. Well done. Leave that an 8 out of 10. All right, AJ, your turn. Stop on number 10. We'll go number 9. What is your favorite holiday and why?
I like Christmas
Yeah.
because I like that time of year. But I also like Thanksgiving because there's a lot of food.
Okay, we'll go
Oh,
Christmas
Christmas.
first. Christmas?
Yeah.
That's mine too. Christmas is good. You got family coming in.
Right, that
Get
too.
a couple presents every once, maybe a new football or some new shoes or something like that, but it's always fun. Family and whatnot. All right, last time around, we'll get the thing going once again. Coach, whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Number 5, one celebrity or athlete that you would trade places with right now.
Oh, probably Deshaun Watson because I get to make a lot of money and be a backup quarterback for the rest of the year.
That's a good one. That's yeah. Just nothing from the past though coming with it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Gotcha. You think he's ever going to get back into a starting role somewhere?
I hope not.
As a Steeler fan, I would like to see that though. Anyway, Jax, whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Stop on number 6. Build me your perfect Thanksgiving plate.
All right, so I'll go with ham. Most people like turkey, but I like ham a lot more.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes with some gravy,
Mhm.
brown gravy, a little bit of stuffing, and then we'll throw a breadstick in there, garlic breadstick of some sort.
Garlic breadstick on Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Stovetop or homemade stuffing though?
Homemade. My
Homemade.
grandma makes
That's
good
a little
homemade
bit better.
stuffing. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get a little cranberry sauce on there. Maybe the broccoli casserole too, but it's good. Pretty good plate. Pretty good plate. All right, AJ.
Stop.
Stop on number 10. We'll go number 8. What is the most played song on your playlist?
Probably like One by Metallica.
Okay, a little Metallica. Adam Thompson agrees. That's a good song there. And we'll finish off for all 3 of you. Number 7. That is your favorite sports movie, Coach. What's your favorite sports movie?
Well, that's a tough one. I've always liked the movie We Are Marshall.
Oh yeah,
That's just a
So
really,
good.
really good movie.
Yeah, McConaughey does a good job as the coach. Jax?
Probably Space Jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
The OG Space Jam?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What would you think of the new one?
Just can't beat the first one.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. AJ?
I like Remember the Titans.
Another good one. Okay. There you go. That has been 10 Spin. We will play that with Colonel Crawford as well here in a little bit. So, boys, if you remember the questions, you can think of the answers right now. But let's talk about last week. Caldwell comes into the castle, and you guys pretty much do the same thing you've done most of the year and just end the game by halftime, Coach. What did you like? What didn't you like from that performance on Friday night?
I really liked our competitive excellence, just kind of playing. We had a theme that week, 9 units strong, and I feel like we really came together and played complementary football at times. As a coach, there's a lot of things you go back and see that you didn't like. Early on we struggled, especially stalling out in that first drive. We missed, our execution wasn't perfect. There's a lot of things that we had to clean up Saturday on film. But that's the benefit of it. We get to survive another week, fix those things, and continue to get better this week.
You guys have, you're outscoring opponents in the first half, 361 to 26. And that's, your starters are out there against starters versus starters. I know you're the offensive guy, but defensively, just what's gotten into you guys that you've only given up 7.2 points per game?
I can say our front 4 are incredibly fast. They're physical and they're aggressive. They've really put a lot of pressure on teams. We just when we execute well, things go our way. We play a very physical game up front, and that's really what Northmor's been known for. Even when I was in high school, we were a very physical up front team. And the defense has just done an excellent job. And they've listened to what Coach Sears has said, and Coach Sears has done a great job with those guys. We've had Coach Armrose, his son, and then Coach Miller helping out as well, and then Coach Johnson with the running backs. They've all done just a fantastic job buying into what the coaches are saying.
Jax, you missed 3 games, but the passing defense still has done really good. You've only allowed 905 yards offensively and only 3 passing touchdowns, 9.6 yards per completion. Just what does this secondary pride themselves in and week out, and what were you so proud of for the guys that filled in for you and had to, take a couple, different spots in those 3 games, including the Centerburg game?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, everyone who filled in for me stepped up very well. Connor Stockdale was a big one. He took on a big role and did exceptionally well in it. And for us, our defense, we play as one. We complement each other. The defensive line gets pressure on the quarterback. It makes our job so much more easier. Half the time we end up in a scramble drill. We don't have to guard full plays because they're back there making sacks, making the quarterbacks run. So they make it easy on us, and it shows for sure.
And then offensively, AJ, 73% completion percentage this year, which is phenomenal. You're averaging 20 yards per completion, just under 190 yards per game. What can you say about your offensive line and also your wide receivers running really good routes to get open and allow you to find them, and in your line to give you time, to make those good throws?
My offensive line has given me a lot of time. Giving up pretty much no sacks except when I make a bad decision. Don't throw it away. And my receivers are always open. I'll look in film and I'll throw to one receiver, but the other receiver will be wide open on the other side of the field too. So they're just always open, and I can trust them to make plays and go up and get the ball.
Okay, and now let's go back to you. Speaking of your getting sacked or your ability to get out of a sack, let's go back to the Mount Gilead game, which was a game-changing moment at the time. After one sack, it was 3rd down and about 25. You somehow avoid one tackler. You scramble out, avoid another tackler, and you find Bo Landon for a 24-yard gain. Then you hit Jax on an out on 4th down to keep that drive alive. That was your first touchdown. That helped you get going in that 16-14 victory. But do you remember that play? And can you take me through it? Because I don't see you much as a scrambler, and right then you looked like you're like a Ben Roethlisberger running around making a big play.
I've never done that in my life. I don't think I've ever scrambled before. That was probably my first time doing it. But we had a play called, and their safety was 25 yards off, right where the route trajectory was. Mm-hmm. And no other route was going to get far enough for the first down. So I was thinking before the play, I got to scramble to make a play. And me and Bo have been together since 6th grade, and I already knew he was going to turn it up into a go as soon as I saw him breaking on an out route. Mm-hmm. And I just threw it up there, and he went and caught it over the shoulder. About 1 yard short, but
still allowed you to get set up for a 4th down play too.
Right.
Did that surprise you, Coach, the way he was able to do that? Because it surprised me in the booth.
Yeah, it was a terrible play call, but that's guys being dudes out there. Mm-hmm. That's just you can't teach that stuff.
And also, AJ, going into last week, you're at minus 15 yards rushing. I see you're at minus 3. You had positive yards for once. What did you have? What was that play? Was that just a designed run, or was that something that you just broke through and got the first down?
So Caldwell ran cover 3, mm-hmm. and they dropped back to a cover 4, and they moved their flats player out of the flats and put him into a deep 4th, and they had no one in the flats, so I scrambled and saw nobody there, and I just ran and just took my 15 instead of throwing it deep and forcing something. So
he's at minus 3 for the season. You guys going to try and get a little quarterback sneak or something going? Well, I don't want to ask you because we don't want to give it away for Centerburg, but let's talk about this matchup with Centerburg. That was the closest game you guys played other than the Mount Gilead game. 34-26. Everybody talks about the kickoff return, but you guys knew the rules. You wanted to kick in the end zone. You did. It was a touchback. Just the refs didn't call it until later on. But what did you guys learn, especially about Centerburg's defense in that game, that you can use this time without giving too much away?
Yeah. So Centerburg has always been a historically well-coached program, and they are well-coached. I know their defensive coordinator. I had the privilege to coach with him at Big One. He's a very, very intelligent man. So he's going to adjust. He's going to see things on film and be able to adapt on top of that. And offensively, they have a terrific coordinator with Coach Stoyle over there. So we learned a lot about ourselves. However, we focused really on us and improvement. We just continue to get better each week. We just strive to continue to play our best version of football going into this playoff run.
Jax, like we know, you weren't able to play in that game, but you're ready to go for this one. Just what are you most looking forward to in this matchup with a chance for you to get to your second ever regional semifinal game in school history?
Yeah, definitely just getting a chance to rematch against them. It was close, so if, like you said, the kickoff, they got called back, we'll see. Did that matter or not? I guess we'll find out when we play on Friday. So,
And AJ, like you said, there were different matchups because Jax wasn't in this game, but now he's going to be there. Cam hurt his ankle in that game, but he's 100% too. Just what are you most looking forward to, and what did you learn from that first matchup that you can, try and correct this week?
Probably just make better decisions. I threw a pick 6 when we were up 6-21 in like the second quarter, and that really gave him a lot of momentum. And I won't make that same mistake again, hopefully.
That's the best chance. You get a chance at redemption here. You get a chance to correct things for that. All right, that's enough with the questions. Let's play our final game of the night for you guys. It is Boomers versus Zoomers. And if you guys don't know this I ask pop culture questions from long ago, or what this would be 14 years ago, 2010. I was in college. You guys were just little kids, and that makes me feel really old. But anyway, I'm going to ask you 10 pop culture questions. 8 is the lead. The other Northmor football players, Colonel Crawford's football squad, as well as I believe Bucyrus, no, it's Winford's team, all have 8, so you have a chance to break that here. But are you guys ready? You guys get lifelines. I don't know if you've seen the show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where you get 3 lifelines. Well, the 3 lifelines: ask the host, ask your coach, or ask the peanut gallery, which is our Colonel Crawford Eagles, as well as Dan Messerschmidt and John back there too, so that they can help you out. But you get 1 each, and that's it. So you guys ready?
Yep.
All right. First question. This app made its debut in 2010, where you simply post a photo with a description. What is this app? It's picture. It's just pictures.
I don't know, bro. But that's not the first one. I just don't know if it was like the first social media.
It's not the first social media, just a social media app.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Instagram.
That is right. 2010, Instagram was created. Question number 2. This Canadian city hosted the 2010 Winter Olympics. They also are the city of a NHL team in Canada too. That narrows it down a little bit for you.
I don't know. I feel like I know. I mean, if they say it, then I'll know it. It's not the wrong. We might have to go.
Remember, you do have 3 lifelines too.
I don't know. Yeah, should we use one or just guess it? We can miss one and still be fine. Just go for it.
Toronto.
No, Vancouver.
Oh, that was.
Other side of the coast. But
Yeah.
you still have your lifelines left, and if you get them all right, you'll still be at 9. Question number 3. This Kesha song was one of the top hits in 2010 and is named after another social media app.
TikTok.
That is right, TikTok. That was kind of odd that he knew that so fast. Question number 4. The third movie in this Pixar franchise was the top grossing movie in 2010.
Is it? Is that this too early?
I don't know.
He says the third one.
Mm-hmm.
We might need to use our lifeline here. I'm gonna use a lifeline.
Should we ask?
Yeah. We'll use a.
Okay, who
Yeah.
do you want to ask?
I say him.
You ask me? One of the characters says, "There's a snake in my
Oh my! I
boots."
said that. Toy Story.
There you go. Toy Story. Toy Story 3 was the top grossing movie in 2010. Question 5. Oh, this is a sad one for me. This team defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers for the Super Bowl in 2010. Well, 2011, but it was the 2010 season.
Green Bay.
Yes, it was. Mendenhall doesn't fumble. We win in our 7th. Sigh. And another one that made me sad. This NCAA basketball team defeated my West Virginia Mountaineers in the Final Four, and then Butler holding off a buzzer beater in the championship game. It rimmed in and out.
You said buzzer beater?
They lost. Well, they almost lost on a buzzer beater, but it rimmed
Oh, I
out.
wouldn't know that.
They beat Butler.
I have no clue.
Coach Hall.
Would you even know this?
watch a whole lot of basketball.
Yeah. Oh no.
Can we ask?
You can ask them. Yeah.
Did that count for our one
Yes,
line?
it did.
For Coach Hall?
All right,
Yeah.
I can give a guess. Is it Kansas that year?
No, I'm not going to take that from you guys, but do you want to ask the peanut gallery too? Go for it. You want that? It was the Duke Blue Devils. Yeah, that was when Deshaun Butler ripped his ACL, and they had that video of Bob Huggins coming out on the floor and all that stuff. All right, you guys have 5 out of 6. You can still miss one and tie, but you need to get them all right. You have no lifelines remaining. Number 7, this touchscreen handheld computer made its debut. It was Apple's biggest release since the iPod.
The iMac? Wait, what? Wait, what'd you say?
Wait, say that again.
Wait, say it again, yeah.
This touchscreen handheld computer.
Yeah.
You said it was the biggest since the iPod.
Yes.
You said one hand?
It's literally, you could hold it like this.
iPad?
Yes, the iPad. Number 8. This creator of Facebook was Times Person of the Year in 2010.
Zuckerberg.
Yep, Mark Zuckerberg. 7 of 8. 2 more to go. Number 9. Cam Newton led this team to the national championship over Oregon.
Auburn.
Yes. And now, the final question. You have to get this within 2 games. What was Northmor's record in 2010? Or wait, I always say 1. You have to be off by 1.
Two and 8.
It was 1 and 9. You got it. Northmor,
Thanks for assuming.
in the final Boomers versus Zoomers of the year, has won. And what I mean, you win bragging rights. I don't have anything for you, but you do finish with 9 out of 10. Well done. Well done. Yes. Before we let you guys go to break, let Colonel Crawford come in here. Any shout-outs you want to give? Coach Hall, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Armros. I hope Anna's golf banquet went well. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my 2 sisters, and shout out to Ellie.
There you go. Ellie, the girlfriend, by the way. Jax, had to get that in there.
Yeah, shout out to my whole family. They're very supportive, come to all my games. And shout out to the community. They've been great, and hopefully we can see it again Friday.
AJ?
Shout out to the whole team, my family, the community, and shout out my girlfriend. And shout out J-Dog and Seabucks.
There you have it. Our first guest of the night, the Northmor Golden Knights. Best of luck on Friday against Centerburg. We will have it for you live and free right here on the OH Report. Myself, Ken Parrott, will be on the call. When we come back, the number 9 seed in Division 623, the Colonel Crawford Eagles, off of their last-second victory over Monroe Central. We'll talk to them after the break.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
back here on the final live fall episode of the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Pizza Hut of Bucyrus and Galion. It is the number 9 seed in D6, Region 23, the Colonel Crawford Eagles, fresh off their last second victory over Monroe Central. A 2-point conversion as time expired to knock off, or at least that's what I heard. I don't know. Coach is looking at me a little weird. But take me through that 2-point conversion no matter how much time was left in the game.
Well, first of all, there was less than a minute left when we got the ball. But
last minute touchdown.
Yes, it was last minute. So very good. It was good though.
Take me through the play. Why go for 2 instead of go to overtime as well?
When we scored, I asked the seniors if they wanted to go for 2, and most of them wanted to go for 2. But I pretty much had already decided we were going for 2. I just wanted them to believe that they were in charge of it.
Just like movies, right?
Yeah, correct. I had saw a play earlier that we had ran on a different formation. I thought that play would work really well because we had missed the guy that was open, and so I just ran out a different formation.
What was the play, by the way?
Well, I won't say what the play was.
No, but just what was the outcome of it? Like, what did?
Well, the outcome was that we found Brady Hill in the end zone for a 2-point play, and the funny scenario behind that is that last week in practice, it's pretty known that I'm pretty nice these days in my old age. Don't yell at a lot of people. Some may disagree with that, but I'm much softer these days than I used to be. Brady Hill's a senior. We were running a situation where I was like, 4th and 4, practicing a 4th and 4 pass play or something of that nature, and we threw a nice, great pass to Brady Hill, the senior kid that has played in our program for a long time, works really hard, does everything right. He dropped it, wide open.
How much is he going to pay you for saying that?
No, all those things are true, actually. And he dropped it, and I very sternly said, catch the ball, and you're a senior, catch the ball. And actually one of our coaches that night said, Coach Bruner never yells at the receivers or the quarterbacks because it's hard to catch the ball. Everybody wants to catch it. Who wants to drop it?
Right.
Who doesn't want to throw a great pass? And so they were kind of laughing, but it was funny that he caught the 2-point play because all our coaches were laughing about it. And I told his mom afterwards the reason he caught it was because I yelled at him.
I was saying, it was the sternness, the teaching moment.
I think it was.
Yeah.
But no. All the other things I said about Brady were exactly true. So.
Oh, well, let's introduce you to Brady Hill. Brady, take me through. Was the sternness the reason why you caught that ball?
Sometimes I have my days, I was just feeling good that day. I had some confidence, and it's all about confidence. You just gotta have confidence, and that'll help you through everything.
And also another athlete that was blocking probably for that play, sophomore tackle Luke Chrisman. What did you see in that play? You're probably seeing the guy you were blocking at first, but how did the play develop in your eyes?
It was good. I was blocking him and I didn't see it, and then it went up in the air, and I didn't know we were gonna catch it. And then I saw in the end zone Brady with the ball, and very excited after that.
Yeah, Luke, so Monroe Central down in Woodsfield, Ohio, it's back to the Ohio Valley, OVAC where I'm from. How was that bus trip? Because that's not a fun ride. Coming from Wheeling, where I grew up, that's still about a 45-minute drive through the hills, but for you guys, a little bit longer.
Yeah, it was all right. It was, a lot of people were tired at the end of it, and I had to sit beside Hoker, and he wasn't feeling too good, and it was a long bus ride, but I think we were focused all the way through.
A lot of car sick players on the
I did not ask our guys if they were car sick, probably because I didn't want to know.
Yeah.
We took a very nice chartered trip down there.
That's good.
But I will say, now that it's over, that even my stomach hurt when we left Cambridge to go through the hills there. We had a great driver, and he drove really smoothly.
It still doesn't matter with those hills.
And I didn't even eat lunch with these guys, but my stomach was a little queasy getting off that bus just because it was very hilly and windy, like we were never going to get there. And it's a tough trip. They were not lying. I was told that it's a tougher trip than the trip we made to River, even though it's shorter.
It's all interstate though for that. Yeah,
because it's all windy, hilly, curvy back roads pretty much. So, and they were right.
Yeah. Is that, do you like that in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, having to go to the higher seed, or would you like it all to be neutral site? Because, that could be a home field advantage for some of these teams in Ohio because you have to go through windy, short roads, and that might be an advantage because the team's
it's a huge advantage for them. To say that the 3-hour trip is good on the day of a game, no one will ever convince me of that. I don't think our legs were good at the game. I think it was very evident. We got there in plenty of time, but it takes a while when you ride in a car for that long. the OHSA, when they wanted to expand to 16 teams, I was pretty much against it. I'm still against it. I think any more than 12 is not.
I was going to say, is 12's good?
12 is the number that the Coaches Association agreed upon, but the OHSA didn't listen. My problem with for Colonel Crawford, we're a small school. To go 3 hours and the money that cost our school and our families of our kids, to feed them, to drive them, to do all those things, take 2 buses for the band, cheerleaders for our people. I think that's ridiculous for a 3-hour trip. This is my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now,
it's a good
yeah,
opinion.
From the home field advantage standpoint, it's awesome from Monroe Central, and if we had a home game, it would be great for us.
Yeah. Brady, what was your experience of the drive and everything?
I sat by myself. I was pretty locked in, I feel, most of the way down. I was just listening to music, took a little nap, and we had a walk-through at Muskingum College. And
okay.
So I thought that went pretty well. We were all locked in. We were all ready to go. So.
You guys, after the tough Cary defeat 19-10, you guys bounced back, beat Upper Sandusky, beat Winford, and then the 37-36 victory. Do you feel like you guys are in the place you want to be right now as you head into the second week of the playoffs, or is there some things you guys still want to work on the rest of the week before you head down to Grandview Heights?
Oh, there's definitely more. You can never stop working. You always have room to improve, and I just feel we have to respect them because Grandview Heights is a great team. They have great athletes, great running back, and they're just a really well put together team. So we just have to really prepare and work hard to play them.
Okay. Let's get into our first game for you guys. It's 10 spin. Boys, you were here already for this. Coach, you did this back at the beginning of the season, but got the number generator, 1 through 10. We say stop. I'll give you the question or opinion to be given, and then we'll move on. Coach, you haven't seen these. They have seen the questions, so it's a little bit better for you. But whenever you're ready, say stop, Coach.
Stop.
Stop on number 5. Ask this to Coach Hill. One celebrity or athlete you would trade places with right now.
Brad Pitt.
Okay. Why?
He's better looking than I am.
Good enough. Lies. Luke, whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Number 4. If you could change one moment in sports history, what would it be?
LeBron staying in Cleveland.
Oh, instead of going to South? I like that. That's a good one. That's the decision. You switch the decision. You think they'd have a couple more championships? You think they'd have Kyrie, though?
Keep Kyrie, too.
Yeah. He's going on Marty McFly now, trying to change a couple things. Okay. I get you, though. I get you. All right, Brady, whenever you have.
Stop.
Number 4, we'll go to number 3. You're locked in a room for 3 days. Like I said, you get a bed's already there, a chair's already there, a couch, and you get your food. But you get 3 more things to go with it. What 3 things do you bring in?
I feel like your phone's an essential. Probably my Xbox.
Yep.
And
have to say TV with it then too.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess the TV then.
Yeah, that's my answer. So I agree with that. Okay, second round coming up. Coach, whenever you're ready.
Ready.
We'll count that as a stop. What is your favorite holiday and why? Number 9.
My favorite holiday is actually either Memorial Day, but it's also tied with Labor Day.
Okay. Why?
Because those 2 days are days that I seem to have a little free time, even during the season with Labor Day. So, and usually the weather's good.
Yeah.
And
you can actually do something you want.
Correct.
Yeah.
And usually there's not too many other things to do. That's for me.
Good enough right there. All right, Luke, your second time around whenever you are ready.
Stop.
Stop on number 5. We'll go to number 6. What is on your perfect Thanksgiving dinner plate?
How big is the plate?
You could have the big rectangular one with this different slots that you can put like 6 or 7 different meals on there, whatever.
All right, so the biggest slot, you get turkey.
Absolutely.
Turkey.
Gravy on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then like the smaller slot over here. Yeah, you put stuffing.
Okay.
Stuffing. And then there's like 2 usually right here.
Mm-hmm.
Corn.
Yeah.
And
Cranberry sauce? No cranberry sauce.
mashed potatoes. On
Okay.
The other one. Yep. And
Gravy? No gravy.
gravy, yeah. Gravy on it.
We didn't say gravy.
Brown or white gravy? Brown. Okay.
Yeah.
What top left? You got top left and top middle spaces though. Other side.
Left. No, you like have like a big one, like a medium
Oh,
one, and
okay.
then 2 small ones.
Oh, all right. So you got okay. I get you. He's got this planned out.
Look at me.
Hey, I ain't hating on that. It's a good plan. You got a good plan. So you already know what you're going to have here in a couple of weeks, right?
Yep.
Yep. There you go. All right, Brady. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
Stop on number 10. Build me your best Pizza Hut pizza.
I'm just an original guy. I just like cheese and pepperoni.
Cheese and pepperoni?
Yup.
Okay. Good enough. Final round. Coach, whenever. Now, number 7. What is your favorite sports movie?
Ooh. Favorite sports movie? Golly. Any Given Sunday.
That speech? The speech?
I play it every year
Yeah.
for the guys.
Oh, yeah. That's, I mean, it's, yeah. Don't have to say anything else. All right, Luke, your final time.
Stop.
Stop at number 1. One saying or slogan that you live by.
You got to be a renegade.
Be a renegade, okay.
Yep. That's Coach. I learned that from Coach Bruner.
Nice. Very good song, too, especially for us Steeler fans. Oh, mama. Okay, I'm stopping. All right, Brady, final time whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Stop at number 6, so we'll go to number 2.
All right.
Give me your best impression of Coach. Fired up, inspirational, whatever you want to do.
There's too many renegades on this team. We just got to be pleasers. Like, Kevin's a renegade. I don't like him that much. But Kayla, she's a pleaser. She's my favorite dog. I just love that dog so much.
Well done. Yeah.
It's pretty deep what they just went into, but yes.
If any member of the football team's watching, they'd probably be laughing right now, right?
We have 2 dogs in my house.
Yeah.
These guys spend way too much time in my house. They're always asking which dog I like better. And
Gotcha.
There's a favorite dog, and there's one that I don't like very much.
Should be Kevin. Kevin's the best.
And
Kevin is the best
they
dog.
like the one that's the renegade.
Okay, so do you scream Kevin like the mom on Home Alone all the time? Kevin!
Pretty much.
Okay, gotcha.
What does renegade mean?
You haven't figured it out yet?
You never explained it to me.
It's up to interpretation.
We'll leave it right there. All right, question for all you guys. Number 8, Adam Thompson. What is the most played song on your playlist, Coach? You are first.
Currently, it's Hail to the King.
Ooh, good song.
Any Zach Bryan song?
Okay, favorite song? You gotta pick one. Pick one for me.
28.
Morning Time.
Okay, Brady?
Are we talking like pregame or like just any day?
Whatever you want.
I like Jack Johnson.
Okay.
Probably Rodeo Clowns.
Okay. All right, that was the final 10 spin of the fall season. Thank you, gentlemen, for that. Let's get back into it, and let's talk about your next opponent, the top seed in D6 Region 23. It's not going to be that much of a drive like it was in Monroe Central, but you're going to head down to Columbus, take on Grandview Heights, and I've heard they have quite the running back, Junior Olinger. 110 carries, 1,343 yards, 24 touchdowns. Let's get right into it. What do you guys need to do to stop him and give yourselves a chance for another upset?
I think number one, we got to get lined up correctly. They do a great job as coaches and as a team is confusing you with formations and getting you in a bad spot. And it's not just, I mean, he is the best running back, but they have multiple kids that are fast, and so they do a good job of kind of spreading the wealth there a little bit, and countering you, but also outflanking you. So we got to get lined up correctly, and then we've got to be physical. He's both the backs really three guys can take it to the house anytime on big plays, and they're a big play offense, and they score in chunks. You get them for 2 yards, you get them for 5 yards, and then they go 60.
Yeah.
So that we're going to have to be really disciplined and be really physical, but also line up correctly every time.
Brady, they also have a quarterback that's thrown for 636 yards and 9 touchdowns. As a defensive back, what do you guys have to do to really shut down that pass game so you can stack the box or focus on that run?
I feel like we just have to know the situation. If it's in a 3rd and 20 or a longer distance, we got to know what plays they like to run and how they run them, and we just got to know their tendencies. So if we know their tendencies, that'll help us.
Then on the offensive side of things, Luke, Connor, McMichael, more rushing yards than their best, 1454. Dom has 584 rushing yards as well. A couple other players with over 150. On that offensive line, what do you guys have to do to get that run game going and take control of it?
We just got to put our heads down and work and make sure that we can trust everybody else, that they're going to make their blocks, and trust that the running backs are going to do their job, and that it's going to get going.
What did the end of that Monroe Central game do for you guys momentum-wise, Coach? Is that something, it was a much better bus ride back knowing that you were able to win, but to see that you guys were able to eke out a win in a hostile environment in week 1 of the playoffs, that's got to give you guys a boost.
Yeah, I think it was a weird game. A lot of people talk about the ending, but the beginning was that we scored on the first play from scrimmage from about 69 yards out, and then got a quick stop, got the ball back, and then drove it down and scored again.